So this is St Mary Redcliffe Church. Most of what you see today was built between 1292 and 1370. However, there's evidence that there was actually churches here since the Saxon times and probably even before then. In the 1400s, the spire that you see today was actually struck by lightning and fell down and wasn't even rebuilt until the 1800s.
Queen Elizabeth I says this church she thought was the beautifulest.
So most of the area that you see around Redcliffe today never actually used to look like this. Most of it was bombed within the Second World War, which we'll put some photos on the screen of what it used to look like. And a lot of these roads actually had tramway lines running up and down them.
Fascinating fact, on the 11th of April 1941, Good Friday, a German high explosive bomb landed in Bristol and hit a tram line. The tram line was ripped up and a piece landed in the churchyard, which still stands here today.
It's so beautiful here. I wish more people actually came into the churchyard. And in normal times we would be going inside the church as well, but COVID time, so we're outside today. It's a wild English rose.
This is the actual Redcliffe.
So we're in the Quakers burial ground just opposite St Mary Redcliffe, and there's a hermit cave, and it's open. The gate's on the floor. I mean, do we go inside? I don't know. It looks pretty scary.
These are like riddles.
Check it out.
Okay, so I'm just reading this plaque outside, and I was reading about this morning actually. This is the hermit cave of John Sparks, who lived here in 1346. This is a really old hermit cell, and I was just reading about what all of these, I thought they were paving slabs inside the cell, but they're actually 177 Quaker headstones from the burial ground outside, which is insane.
So I'm in the cave in Redcliffe, the Hermit's cave, and it's full of headstones. It's a bit creepy.
There's like roots from the trees coming through the cave ceiling.
Can you see that? Well, I don't know how far back this goes, but that seems to be blocked off with wood.
It seems incredibly small if this was the whole cell. There's like a plaque on the wall just here.
This is like nuts. It says 16 days, but beyond that I have no idea.
And guys, over here I found out on the floor, it's not actually red stone, it's actually normal stone, just red. It's just like red dust and stuff on top of it from there.
Interestingly, there is just above the creepy cave, there is a pub called the Colosseum.
Stop calling it the creepy cave. Okay. Despite Steve's opinion of it. I actually think that there probably should be a bit better looked after. It could be really cool if they sort of housed the headstones somewhere a little bit safer, cleaned it up and put a pathway in, and people could actually go and see and experience and read and learn something. It just seems a bit abandoned.
Over here right now, I see ants, and I saw one carrying something. I can see an ant. There's an ant. Right there. And there's lots of them, so I'm thinking there must be a nest around here.
Like, let me know if there's like a Friends of the Quakers Burial Ground charity or something, because I want to get involved in this.
This is Redcliffe.
So this area used to be where they used to build the ships, and in a moment we'll take you over to the entrance of some more caves.
Well, we can see there were old houses here. And you can see the exposed chimneys, fireplaces and chimneys, and also the cellars. This is incredible.
So these cellars would have been drained onto the Redcliffe caves at some point, which is close to the public, except for a few times a year they open them up for Bristol Film Festival and sometimes some theatre work.
Here are Redcliffe Caves. Now, interesting fact, they do not know exactly how far they go. What's mapped is approximately 1 acre, but they think it links onto a pub further right down there, called the Ostrich, and they think it goes all the way to there and perhaps beyond.
And then back to Temple Meads again,
And back to
which
Temple
is
Meads.
incredibly big.
It's a complete labyrinth. Would love to go inside, and every so often they are open to the public. It should definitely be a tourist attraction.
So we're just stopping at the Portwall Tavern, right across the way from St Mary Redcliffe. It's one of the oldest buildings still standing on the street. So we're just going to get some pizza, some cider, or apple juice if you're a kid.
If you're a kid.
If you're a kid. Or
Where's the
don't
kid?
drink alcohol.
So we've got this awesome pizza, which
It's
is
the best pizza ever.
it's lamb and mint and spinach, and it's damn good. And we got chorizo, pepperoni, and ham. How's the pizza, Wee?
This one's like basically made of like pig stuff, like.
Made a pig. There's a bee. There's a bee attacking the camera. Is that good?
This has cumin in it as well. So yeah, it's just like mint, lamb, spinach, and cumin.
Not that.
It's not the best pizza in the world. That's Neapolitan pizza.
It's the second best.
Second best pizza. It's a really good pizza. So we've just left the Portwall Tavern, but it's across the road from St Mary Redcliffe. We've got 2 11-inch pizzas, 2 pints of Amstel, 1.5 pints of strawberry cloudy apple cider, and 2 half pints of apple juice, which cost us £40. £40 altogether. And it's absolutely the best pizza in Bristol.
Behind me is Temple Church, the leaning church was actually built by the Knights Templar. Previously stood another church which was actually circular. That obviously didn't last very, very long, and then they built this as a replacement.
Inside the church gates, you can see a circular layout which is part of the original church, which was called the Holy Cross, and it was built by the Knights Templar as part of their monastery in the 1130s. That's the year 1130. The rest of this church was pretty much finished again in the 1400s, so it's actually a bit newer than St Mary Redcliffe. It's like really amazing how much like really old ancient history or early medieval or high medieval history there is here.
Now I don't know if you can see it, but this tower really is leaning, but it really is prominent. It's quite incredible.
We're just taking a walk around Temple back, Temple Quarter. This whole area of Temple Meads, Temple Quarter, Temple Church is named after the Knights Templar, which actually used to own this land back in the 1200s. The Knights Templar have actually quite a lot around here. There's a town just, 20 miles away or something south of Bristol called Temple Cloud, which again, big Knights Templar settlement. So if you're into that kind of history, definitely check that out. I think we have some books at home which maybe we'll describe down in the description box below.
Thank you for watching.
See you next time.
Bye. And guys, don't forget to give a like and don't forget to click the subscribe button. And also, if you want to see more videos like this, maybe you should click the ring-a-ding-ding bell and comment where places we should go.